Hi everyone, and welcome to morning coffee break. It's foggy out this morning. It's warm though. It's like 46. I hear a few birds. I haven't heard the train. Let's look around. See, it's foggy a little. A little overcast. I think it's supposed to be pretty warm today. The gardens loved all this rain. They got cauliflower. Looks like it's perked up a little bit. It won't be long. We're going to have some more turnips. Have some roasted turnips. I love those. They're really good. And we'll have some radishes. I noticed a few of them look like they might be ready soon. And then we'll have some turnip greens. You can use radish greens too. And we got kale. It's doing pretty good. This one right here is going to be a big turnip. You can tell. There's several others that are pretty big already. The onions are just slow moving. They're not really doing that much. Everything I notice is growing really slow in the cold weather, but at least it's alive. All right. Oh, there's our paper. Let's go down here and get the paper. I may have to do an ad time later on because we got some things to do and it takes a little bit, but at least I'll have the paper. Yeah. We've actually had people take the paper because they put it down here at the end of the row. Actually had people grab ours before. I don't know why they would bother. They're free. You can get them other places, you know, like at grocery stores and stuff. They'll have a little thing. It's wet. Those people got their house up for sale over there. It got too big for them. There was just two of them living in it. I guess all their kids had moved out or whatever. That is a big house. The owner of the first grocery store that I worked at, when I mentioned Wright Supermarket in my stories, the owner lived in that house with those pillars in the front, the 4 pillars over there. That's where the owner lived. And then the guy that worked there that hired me, that was friends with him, lived in this one right across our driveway. So they were all close together here. That house wasn't there at the time. They filled that in. That all is like a big valley over there. They filled all that in with dirt, and now that house is settled. I don't know how many times. They've had to put new posts on the front twice where the front porch is sunk down. And that house is just settling backwards like, man, I wouldn't want my foundation to be on a bunch of dirt some dump trucks dumped. No way. I think this is about on bedrock, our house. You can see these rocks sticking out of the ground. That's not the only place. There's a bunch of them up in there that stick out. I think we're about on bedrock here. Well, let's see. Let's scoot this in a little bit. Let's see I'm gonna go get some more coffee, and let's see if the train comes around. Or the birds might sing a little. Well, let's go in for story time, everyone. Alrighty. Tonight we're having that ham that I showed y'all and stuffing. That reminds me, I need to get some cranberry sauce right here. Put it in the fridge to cool out. Let's try Kroger brand. I like it to be chilled. Everybody else seems to put it in there. Let it chill. Y'all, you gotta, I see this. If y'all see these and you like Gouda cheese, these slices are delicious. They really are. We got a good buy on them down there at Grocery Outlet. But today's is going to be a little shorter but later on I'll be doing ad time. I don't have time to do it right now. We've got several things to do, errands to run and stuff. So I'm going to make this a little shorter. Hold on just a minute. Okay. Let's see. Let me pick out. I got several little notes here that I'll do. Tomorrow I'll at least be doing morning devotions. I'm not for sure after that what I'll be doing. But you know, we'll figure it out. I'm sorry I keep pausing this. I got to get some more coffee. Okay, I'm good now. I promise. I forgot to get my coffee. There we go. Okay, yeah. What was I saying? We're having the stuffing, gravy, probably just turkey gravy because I got a bunch of it. Sweet potato casserole, and that reminds me, I want to show you all that. I'm just not very organized. We had a busy day yesterday with all that went on. If y'all ever see this, and this name you've probably heard of, sweet potato casserole. Believe me, this stuff is great. We paid 69 cents for it down here at Grocery Outlet, but oh y'all, all I have to do is put it in a casserole dish, and then I cook it, heat it for a while, and then after a while I put the marshmallows. Last time all I had was some marshmallow cream, and it worked just fine. But I've got some marshmallows where we made that some kind of salad a while back. So I'll put marshmallows on it. And it tastes just like when I make sweet potato casserole. It really does. It tastes great. So we're having that, and then we'll have some, I don't know where I put them. Oh, they're over there. We'll have some dinner rolls. I think I'm going to make we need to get some eggs, some more eggs if we have time. I'd like to make some deviled eggs too. But like I said, I just got the ad in, as you saw, so I'll do that later on because we got some errands to run. But today I got a couple little stories. I always wanted to ride motorcycles when I was young. And, of course, nobody would let me. I was too young, this and that. Finally, when I was about 16, my uncle had a little, like, trail bike. I think it was like I don't know that much about it. I think it was like a 160 or 165, if that makes sense, something like that. And he just kind of gave me, they had a big field up there. And, the grass wasn't very tall at that time. And so I had to be a little older than that because I think Joy was with me. It had to be right after we got married then because I'm pretty sure, yeah, Joy was with me and she was, watching me, and I was riding around and he didn't give me much instruction. He had something to do or other, but I was like, okay, I got it, And of course, naturally, I'm riding around in circles, flying around, thinking I'm doing really good. And I think I was looking at Joy and showing off. I'm sure, hey, look at me, And I came up on a fence. And I hit that fence. And I don't remember if it damaged the bike or not, because I think there was some barbed wire, but it didn't deflate the tire. I mean, it didn't puncture the tire. I think it might have scratched it up or something. And naturally, I'm trying to think how this happened. This is a long time ago. I don't know if I flew over it, but I know I came up off the bike and I got hit somewhere, maybe by the handlebars, but I don't think I flew all the way over the fence. I should have talked to Joy about it and asked her, hold on a minute. Hey, Joy, oh, wait a minute. Did I not? Well, she remembers me hitting a fence, but she doesn't remember how hurt I was. I remember hitting the handlebars pretty hard. I think maybe either in my chest or a little bit lower. It kind of went up over it but I don't think I went all the way over the fence. I could have. I mean, I was pretty nuts, at that age. And so I had to be 17 or 18, because we did get married right before I turned 18. No, it was in May. And I didn't turn 18 until my dad had to sign until November. But anyway, yeah. So I wrecked into the, I'll do this one Wednesday. I'm going to try to get these, if I can think of enough details for a few days here. I thought of some ideas. I don't know if I can make enough out of that or not. We'll see. But yeah, another instance of showing off for your wife, and paying the consequences. So that's going to be it, because we're going to have to take off in a bit and do a few things. I thought we had everything done, but I know we need eggs. I think that's what it was, and it was something else at Grocery Outlet. So we'll figure it out. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed this. A little shorter than normal, but I got a lot to do, or we got a lot to do, so to get ready and everything for my daughter and her husband. So I appreciate everybody. Please press that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that so that you get all my videos as soon as they come out. I'm sure I'll say it again before it's time, but everybody have a Merry Christmas and God bless. Bye-bye.